Hello and a warm welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Olumide Macaulay. On today's edition, fuel scarcity bites as NNPC increases supply. Governor Samuel Ortom confirms killing of 9 farmers in fresh Agatu attacks. And Commission of Inquiry presents report on Share Saragi communal clash to Governor Abdul Fattah Ahmed. We begin with the lingering fuel crisis. The long queues may disappear in a matter of days if the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation's plans come to fruition. Now the corporation says it's increased supplies to certain parts of the country. Lagos will be receiving 295 trucks, up from 245 daily, which is the equivalent of 9.7 million litres daily. While truck outs to fuel stations in Abuja from Suleja Depot has been increased to 210 trucks per day, or 6.9 million litres from the regular supply of 160 trucks per day. Higher supplies have also been extended to Port Harcourt, Calabar, Kano and Kaduna. Joining in this task will be Major Marketers Association of Nigeria and the Independent Product Marketers Association of Nigeria. And also on the scarcity of premium motor spirit, the leadership of the National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers is asking the federal government to take full responsibility for the process of refining the nation's crude. NUPENG President Igwe Achese believes that the current structure is not sustainable and needs to be changed.
Today, as it is now, NNPC claims they import 70% of products. But I ask myself the same question: where are these products? Are they in the NNPC facilities or are they in private depot facilities? And the report is they are in private depot facilities. And when you are still on issues of subsidy payment or triple payment to those individuals, with the current FS environment, it will not be possible for them to continue to sustain business. It is highly fraudulent to the Nigerian people, to the Nigerian state, and as such, if we continue in the current way of doing this business, we will continue to experience these scarcities from time to time. What I expect to be done, one, is to make sure our refineries are working optimally, making sure that crude oil's availability that made to these refineries are very much ready to take off without crude oil, and then to see that government pays subsidy to government and not paying subsidies or triple arrangement to individuals. I've given some options that years back in the 80s that NNPCs are the sole importers of petroleum products, where they are turnaround maintenance of this refinery in case arises, and that you only give the 30 days or 90 days grace, as the case may be, to the major marketers who are also players today in the industry.
That's the president of NUPENG giving his perspective on the fuel scarcity biting hard across the country. Joining us on News Across Nigeria is our energy correspondent, Olu Phillips. Olu, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Olu.
I believe it's your first time on the program.
Absolutely.
And what do you think, though, coming from what the NUPENG president has said, refining the crude in the country, that definitely drives prices down?
I think I would like to start by asking some questions. First of all, what is it that we've said or that has been said that is new as far as this whole situation is concerned? It is true already that the refineries are comatose. They are not working. As we speak, the refineries are not working. And I am not sure it's coming up anytime soon. And so what that means that at 60% capacity, the 445,000 allocation that goes to the 3 refineries daily, at some point it was doing 6 million combined capacity, 6 million liters. So if you take that off from the approximate 40 million liters that is the daily consumption for Nigeria. That should be about 34 million liters left for importation. So that 6 million completely is eroded, is out.
Okay.
So that puts pressure. Yeah, so what the president of NUPENG is trying to suggest is an ideal situation. But what can be practicable? In the absence of the refinery, it means that we are importing wholly 40 million liters for our daily consumption, or that's why we require a minimum for daily consumption. And as we speak, the state oil company, the NNPC, as I choose to call it, is doing importation to the tune of about 78% of that daily consumption. I think that is not sustainable. I think they need to diversify that and allow more people to do that so that we can have an ideal situation and we don't have to go back to this. And mind you, that's not an internal solution. Excuse me, because the truth is that another question to ask is, when we came about this scarcity this weekend, whose responsibility or who was responsible? We've not had anybody take responsibility for that. I don't import fuel.
What exactly is the problem?
The problem is that the system has been upset. When consumption capacity was increasing, production was not increasing. We left everything in the hands of importation.
But this has happened before.
It's happened before.
This keeps
yeah,
recurring.
It just comes with new face. Right now, before, maybe in the last quarter before now, it used to be the marketers. And it seemed like the marketers were the problem. But the problem is when they do this, excuse me, on behalf of government is expected to pay them back in addition to FX and in addition to the value that comes on the premium of what they've imported.
Yes.
So that payment ordinarily, statutorily, should be for 45 days clearance. But sometimes they don't get this for about 6 months. It creates a backlog. And when they don't import, we suffer. So if NNPC has taken responsibility for 78% importation of our daily consumption, by all means necessary, please do that effectively. I also asked myself, if you have increased the supply to some states, like Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, does that mean that consumption has increased? The consumption did not increase. Clearly, this is a supply problem. You don't supply, I don't supply. Someone's responsible for supplies. So they should give us what has happened. Why do we have a shortfall in supply?
So that's a question to which we don't have an answer yet.
Yes.
The reduction of the pump price in the first place.
That was natural. That was going to happen. I mean, all over the world where, of course, every country is affected by the fall in crude oil price. And what that simply meant that if you cascade that down, production or refining has also dropped in terms of how much it costs to refine a barrel of oil. So, for instance, in the US, where it has gone to as low as $2 per gallon, so that was natural. So reducing the price wasn't a largesse from government.
Okay, finally, Olu, what is the sustainable solution to this problem in the short term?
Free the market.
Is that what the experts in the industry are saying?
That's what the sensible thing to do. Free the market.
How do you mean free the market?
If you leave Lagos and you're driving, for instance, to Ekpe or to Ibadan, you will not get it at 86 naira 50 kobo. Because those who sell there buy at a premium and they will sell at a premium. And they have the DPR to battle with because it's a regulated industry.
I say making it more capitalistic.
It's not. Just free the market by deregulating. Let the market be free. Stop fixing. Government has no business fixing price of petroleum products.
That's the last word from Olu Phillips, our energy correspondent. Many thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
You're watching News Across Nigeria. We were just speaking about the lingering fuel scarcity across the country. We got a perspective from NUPENG, our report, and our perspective from our energy correspondent, Olu Phillips. Stay with us because coming up, news from Kwara State. Don't go away.